What's up, y'all?
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Today is a makeup day.
Yes.
We're going to call it Sick as Hell Saturday because she was not feeling good yesterday and it would not have been a good show. She was not all the way here. And so we are going to call it Suck It Saturday.
Suck it.
Suck it.
Suck it.
Suck It Saturday.
Suck it Saturday from the back.
Why are we calling it Suck It Saturday?
Because people suck.
People suck.
Okay.
Trump, with this whole takeover, with this totalitarian, authoritarian, dictator crap that he's trying to pull, man. DC suing him. Just, bro, come on, man.
So,
what's really going on? Hitler.
Why is it okay? After
is that why? Oh boy, what's his name? Is that why Elon Musk was doing this at the rally? Is that why he was doing that?
So that's weird. Because I go to the thing, and it comes to a whole new different thing. It says DOJ removes DC emergency police chief, agrees to rewrite immigration directive. And that's not what I had it saved as. It says, too, as you see, DC sues Trump administration Bondi over federal takeover in DC, right? DOJ removes DC emergency police. It goes to a whole new article. A whole new article. Because they don't want us talking about it.
Man. So,
they don't want us talking about it.
The thing is that, you know, the rumor mill says that what's going on is that Trump, that's why we're calling it Suck It Saturday.
May as well just fly off the hip on it for this.
Yeah, Trump is young Putin. He's
definitely.
So I guess I watched a little bit of it, and it seems as though Putin is just like singing Trump's praises and saying that they really get along and all of this different stuff. But the rumor mill from somebody that I trust online, shout out to Goddess Mia, is that we're giving up resources in Alaska to placate Putin so that he will stop the war. So we're basically saying, hey, we'll give you these toys if you stop beating up that blind kid. We'll give you these toys.
Yeah,
all this stuff that we really need, we'll give it to you.
An article on that. I've already had both of them. It's just the other one. I don't feel like they want us talking about.
They don't want us talking about it. And let's not, you know, since we're shooting off the hip, let's not forget that this is all a distraction because they still ain't released them Epstein files. Them Epstein files is still out there, and we want them, and we want to know who touching little kids, even if it's you, Donnie. Even if it's you.
It doesn't matter who it is. I don't care who it is.
You don't care. I don't care if it's my favorite celebrity. If you're touching kids, I want you in jail.
Says Trump says he will meet with Zelensky after his very successful day with Putin. President Donald Trump said he will meet with you, and this is, by the way, CBS News, so you know. President Donald Trump said he will meet with Ukrainian President Mr. Zelensky at the White House on Monday afternoon to discuss an agreement which would end the war between Russia and Ukraine. The Truth Social post came about half a day after Mr. Trump met with Russian President Vladimir Putin in Alaska. Mr. Trump said the meeting with Putin went very well. He also said the meeting was followed by a late-night phone call with Zelensky and other European leaders, including Mark Rutte, the Secretary General of NATO. The call took place around 2:40 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, ET. It was determined by all that the best way to end the horrific war between Russia and Ukraine is to go directly to a peace agreement, which would end the war and not a mere ceasefire agreement, which oftentimes do not hold up, Mr. Trump said. And that is true. That is very, as we see, that is true. These ceasefire agreements never seem to be held up. He always ends up bombing somebody. as in Putin, or if they get their get back. Mr. Trump did not share any details of the agreement. Diplomatic sources told CBS News that Mr. Trump said that Putin would make some concessions, but failed to specify what that might mean. Why were they meeting in Alaska, guys?
Giving away resources.
In his first remarks since Friday's summit, Putin said the visit to Alaska was timely and very useful, and that addressing the root causes of the war should be the basis of a settlement. We have not had direct negotiations of this kind at this level for a long time. I repeat, there was an opportunity, calmly, in detail, once again, to express our position, Putin said. According to the transcript of the meeting with senior Russian officials released by Kremlin, we, of course, respect the position of the U.S. administration, which sees a need for an early cessation of hostilities. While we would also like to resolve all issues by peaceful means, the conversation was very frank, informative, and I think it brings us closer to the right decisions. European leaders, including French President Emmanuel Macron and British Prime Minister Keir Starmer, said in a statement that they had been debriefed on the meeting with Putin, and Mr. Trump had supported security guarantees for Ukraine. The guarantees would allow Ukraine to effectively defend its sovereignty and territorial integrity, the statement said. Diplomatic sources told CBS that European leaders were relieved to hear President Trump offer a U.S. security guarantee, but described the idea as vague and it's unclear how it would work. Mr. Trump said Zelensky would join him in the Oval Office on Monday afternoon to discuss the proposal. Zelensky has previously supported a ceasefire agreement to meet and discuss a peace agreement, but Moscow has rejected the idea. He has also criticized any talk that take place without Ukraine. If it all works out, we will then schedule a meeting with President Putin. Mr. Trump said potentially millions of people's lives will be saved. Zelensky previously joined Trump and Vice President Vance in the Oval Office in March, and that ended very badly. Mr. Trump's meeting with Putin in Anchorage on Friday ended without a ceasefire or peace deal. In brief remarks after the leaders' nearly 3-hour meeting, Putin alluded to unspecified agreements, but no further details were given. Mr. Trump said the meeting had been extremely productive. Neither leader mentioned an end to the fighting in Ukraine. The summit, which included a red carpet and military flyover, ended early without planned luncheon between the broader group of officials.
It don't sound like they solved nothing. Don't sound like he did another failed Trump promise. Promise to end the war, promise to do this, promise to do that, and you're not coming through.
When it comes to giving away our resources,
broken promises.
When it comes to giving away our resources to make a toddler happy, it becomes a problem.
Give them a candy bar.
Give them a Tootsie Roll and say, here.
Now you stop fighting, guys. But you know what's going to happen? He eats that Tootsie Roll. And guess what?
He's going to start getting mad because he wants more land.
He wants another Tootsie Roll.
Yep. And he's going to invade more.
And more. And then how in the hell does it sound like a good idea to let them come over here? Does that sound like a good idea? Aren't we talking about deporting people that are already over here? But now we're about to bring Russians over here to get our resources in our backyard, right? So then, Trojan horse. They already over here doing what they do, and then, I mean,
Especially to me, guys.
When you talk like you got some sense, everybody says you're fear mongering, right?
Oh,
everybody
yeah,
says you're fear mongering.
Because if it doesn't go to their agenda, that's what it is.
So when we were talking earlier in the season or last season of Don't Do That, and we were saying he could try to take over. Okay, fast forward to now. Am I still fear mongering?
Oh, his cult will say yeah.
Am I still fear mongering?
His cult will.
Do you see what he's doing? What president do you know sues the Wall Street Journal? What president do you know stops the whole thing with Stephen Colbert? Let's go there, right? What president do you know, most of his administration are people that used to work for Fox News who have absolutely no credentials.
Or Mr. DUI himself.
In the political theater.
What is this, Hegsworth or whatever his name is?
I mean, they have a whole meme. If you go to my threads, there's a whole meme or a whole picture that says, how does he have all of these people from Fox News, and Fox News had to pay like 700 or something. They had to pay some millions, a high number of millions, got sued for lying to their viewers. Right? But these are the people that are in his administration, a bunch of liars.
Of course.
A bunch of people that don't know nothing. Vince McMahon from the WWE's wife is in charge of education and couldn't answer a damn question about education at all.
At all.
At all.
Nothing.
Hegseth was a drunk. Still probably is a drunk. And he's in a high level of the administration. High. What
his
political...
lawyer, Pam Bondi. Oh, excuse me, Jeffrey Epstein's lawyer also.
What's really going on today, man?
I think he touched her too.
Allegedly,
I bet he did.
I wouldn't doubt it. From now on, I want you to watch when Pam Bondi and Trump are in the same, right? I want you to watch how she looks at him when he's talking.
The mannerisms. Look at the mannerisms.
Watch body language. It's chestnut checkers. Quit being dumb. Wake up. Wake up. A lot of people say, oh man, everything isn't about race. Everything is about this. No. Yes, it is.
This country started off of everything about race.
Yes, it is. The people that say that it's not about race
it
are the people that
as soon as we came over here.
Oh,
excuse me. No, not as soon as we came over here. Because there was 2 Thanksgivings, remember? There was the one whenever they did come over here, and it was peaceful, you know.
Yeah, the original one. And then the other one was
whenever everybody when everybody started coming over and land started to get scarce and more people
and they were bringing all them people over here and people was getting sick because they were bringing diseases and stuff over here and the indigenous people started dying off, and
it's always been about race
and conquering. And so now
conquering in the name of religion.
So we've gotten to the point now where all these people that they done brought over here are starting to outnumber them. And so now all of a sudden, every place that has a black leader, a Democrat, is being struck. And he's threatening to go further out with this whole National Guard, federalizing the police thing. Until what? We running around with swastika flags?
Probably.
Hey, all I'm saying is I want everyone to be careful out there, because the climate that he has the world in right now, everyone is on edge, and one of these ICE agents or one of these regular police officers are going FAFO, like the guy that shot Rodney Hinton's son. He's still here, but you know what? I bet you he like, damn, my boy though. He didn't get me, but he got my boy. That's what's going to start happening, man. People are not going to just give up their freedoms without a fight. And that fight is going to spark what Trump wants, which is why he's fortifying himself in Washington. He wants to initiate martial law. He wants to be the dictator. He wants to take out all of the criminals, take back
Yeah,
the
how many
cities.
criminals did he get?
Yeah, everybody that he picked up. Can you guess the majority of the color of the
Black.
people that he picked up?
Black. I'll say it. Black.
Yeah. But
apparently you can't even be outside smoking a cigarette or drinking a beer without them coming up there.
They walked up on some brothers that was on their porch smoking a cigarette and actually told them, well, we can't be smoking cigarettes. Since when? You can't smoke a cigarette on your own damn porch. Since when?
Oh, well, actually, we smelled marijuana, and that's what we actually mean. I've watched the video.
That's the
Look up Indisputable.
That's the number one police
Richie.
excuse. I smell marijuana. That's why I pulled you over. On the highway?
Yeah.
How the hell you smell it on the highway? And localize it to my car.
All right. That all your rant for now?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's take it back. Okay, this is only, see here.
How long
was it? Oh, it was in 2020. Which, if I'm not mistaken, was actually, what was it? May, June, July, August, September. 7 months after George Floyd. Okay, this happened December 22nd. 2020.
So George wasn't enough. 7 months later, probably a couple
there
months
was more.
later, somebody else.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure it was somebody
but
sooner
again,
than that.
I usually go for the highlighted ones because it's easier for me to get the information. The other ones make you dig for news articles, and
I'm sure nobody wants to, hear about that. It's so uncomfortable to talk about it. So.
But you're still gonna hear it, because I'm still gonna find a way to talk about it.
Everything that they talk about is just white people bad. No, it's not that. It's not white people bad.
If it doesn't apply, let it fly. Are you serious? Are we gonna act stupid now, especially people my age and up?
If you know you ain't really, if you know for real you ain't barking up that tree that we are not talking to you,
then
disregard.
Exactly.
Disregard. So. We talking to great granddad Jebediah that still calls us porch monkeys and coons. We talking to him, the one that you don't correct at the family dinner. We're talking to your grandpa. We talking to Uncle Ebenezer.
Exactly.
We're not talking to you, Becky. I swear, man, we're not talking to you.
It was the Becky part that got me.
I mean, I know a Becky. I'm saying we know a Becky. So, she knows we're not talking to her.
But the way you said Becky.
I'm saying. Richard Dick. I mean, shit.
Okay.
What?
It was just, I'm sorry, the way you said it was just funny to me. I'm sorry.
Like you said it best. If it doesn't apply,
let it fly. Okay, here. Anyways, no, it was still funny. This is how you just said it. What do you want to call it? The
inflection.
The not articulation, but the
inflection in your voice.
No, I'll figure it out later. On December 22nd of 2020, 47-year-old Andre Hill was shot and killed by Officer Adam Coy of the Columbus Division of Police in Columbus, Ohio. Coy had been called to a neighborhood in response to a non-emergency call from a neighbor who reportedly witnessed someone sit in an SUV and turn the car on and off. Hill was leaving a friend's house when Coy confronted and shot him. Hill was unarmed and was holding a smartphone. Coy was fired from the Columbus police less than a week later. The shooting was the second killing by police in Columbus in December of 2020, following the shooting of Casey Goodson on December 4th by a Franklin County Sheriff's deputy. Coy's trial would begin in October of 2024. And then he was found guilty on July 28th of 2025. He was sentenced on July 28th of 2025. Okay, so the incident states Coy and another... Hold on. Sorry, guys.
Cottonmouth. Speaking of.
Yeah, and it was actually. That's right here. Nope.
Oakley.
Coy and another officer who was been identified as Amy Detweiler responded to a non-emergency call around 1:49 a.m. about a car repeatedly turning on and off near 1000 block Oberlin Drive. It is unclear if this car had anything to do with Hill. Around the same time Coy and Detweiler arrived at the scene, Hill was leaving a friend's house while holding an illuminated smartphone in his left hand. Body cam footage shows Coy and Hill walking toward each other. Coy shot Hill several times as he yelled at him to show his hands. Hill was shot 3 times in the right leg and once in the chest. Coy did not turn his body-worn camera on before the shooting, but the camera has a 60-second look-back feature that recorded the minute prior, including the shooting, with video but no audio. Hill was taken to Ohio Health Riverside Methodist Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. After Hill was shot, several officers handcuffed him while he lay unresponsive on the ground. Video recordings from Coy and others show that none of the multiple officers on the scene made an attempt to render first aid to Hill until 10 minutes after he was shot. Now the investigation and termination. The Franklin County Coroner's officer did determine that the manner of death was homicide and the cause of death was multiple gunshot wounds. Now, the Ohio Bureau of Criminal Investigation investigated the shooting. On December 28th, Coy was fired from the Columbus Division of Police on the recommendations of Mayor Andrew Ginther and Police Chief Tom Quinlan. Now, the criminal charges and the trial, this is what kind of irritates my freaking soul.
Here we go.
On February 3rd, 2021, a Franklin County grand jury indicted Coy on charges of murder, 1 count, felonious assault, 1 count, and dereliction of duty, 2 counts. The latter two charges are based on Coy's failure to activate his body camera and failing to alert Officer Detweiler that he believed Hill posed a threat. So you also put your partner in danger. At the request of the Franklin County prosecutor, the Ohio Attorney General, and his designees were appointed a special prosecutor to prosecute the case in lieu of local prosecutors. On April 23rd, prosecutors filed an additional charge of reckless murder against Coy. Coy pleaded not guilty. The court set bond at $3 million. His trial was initially scheduled for March 7th of 2022, but was postponed until November to allow Coy to recover from a recent hip replacement surgery. The trial was delayed a second time on November 1st to allow the defense more time to prepare a rebuttal for the prosecution's expert witnesses. The court schedule, which by the way, none of that could be done while he was recovering or anything. Okay. The court scheduled the trial to begin on April 24th, 2023, but it was delayed indefinitely on April 3rd when Coy was diagnosed with cancer.
Wow.
Coy's trial would officially begin on October 21st, 2024. On November 4th, 2024, Coy was found guilty in the killing. Coy would be found guilty on all 3 of the counts which he was tried for: murder, reckless homicide, and felonious assault. after Coy's conviction, his defense asked for the sentencing to be delayed while they requested a new trial. They alleged that the prosecution violated Coy's rights by not soliciting testimony from a use of force expert who believed Coy's use of force was justified. The delay was granted. On June 30th, 2025, Franklin County Common Pleas Court Judge Stephen McIntosh denied Coy's request for a new trial and also scheduled for him to be sentenced July 28th of 2025. On July 28th, 2025, Franklin County Common Pleas Court Judge Stephen McIntosh sentenced Coy to 15 years to life in prison. Mm-hmm. Under the sentence, Coy will be eligible for parole in 15 years while serving a life sentence. Under Ohio state law, the sentence which Coy received is mandatory for people convicted of the crimes which Coy was convicted of. After being sentenced, Coy was registered as a violent offender. Coy plans to appeal. Now, I need to understand how only 15 years is what you just said is the maximum amount for what Doot did, right? Was murder, right? I don't believe I've ever seen a regular schmegular black person only be sentenced to 15 years.
It'll be 25 to life.
And they have never been up for parole. So, all right, guys, thanks again for coming out and seeing us. I appreciate you. Don't forget to put a like, a comment, a share. Don't forget to subscribe and get notified for each and every time that we drop new content for you. And don't worry, I will do my best to make sure I am well for you for Monday and Wednesdays. Until next time. Deuces. He says...